From the rectory, I believe it's this one. Yeah, so what we're trying to salvage, like I mentioned before, is the light fixtures. The toilet to be converted to a low flow, put something in the tank to displace the water. The molding, which was originally from the house.
Yes, actually it wasn't the original molding from the house, I believe it was from the 70s.
Okay.
But it is originally from this house, so it was taken out of this house, so we'd like to put that back and preserve that much heritage.
Yeah, bathtub, vanity dressers, kitchen table, and chairs. We'd like to use as much as possible. That was still the shape and still keeping to the historical value of the house. The foundation work that would need to be done. Steve, would you like to touch on that?
As far as, well, the sonotubes and the sonotubes, the Bigfoots, that type of thing, so.
Okay.
We can move along.
Yeah.
It's trying to get some prices.
The floor plan, which was passed around to the judges, again, we just try to make the main floor open space concept. And in conclusion, these are the concepts that we try to hold through when we look at every individual aspect of this project to create the durable, sustainable, green, affordable, comfortable, local home that sorry, I don't mean to run through, but that's the concept. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Questions or clarification from the judges? From the rest of the
I guess I'll just look for an overall total cost if we have it.
Sorry, yeah, we had that on the spreadsheet. We came to a total cost of $41,500. That and a lot of that cost was labor. As mentioned, if the affordable housing
Volunteers and.
volunteers are great to reduce that cost as well. And what was our cost for our running cost for heating? Do you know offhand?
Just for the heating needs, it came to, I think, just under $400 a year.
Other questions?
We didn't even finish, you must have questions.
What's the sistering? Like, what is that? What is
It's, do you want to get this, Dave?
Sorry.
No, very cool, fine. Just like Paul Tracy. I'm not sure I want to be here right now. Sistering or laminating would be to take the original floor joist and mount the new floor joist alongside of it.
Right.
So I wouldn't be replacing any wood, I wouldn't be taking any of
Right.
the original structure away, just mounting it.
So how,
Can I add to that?
how do
'Cause
you-
I've done sistering to joists in the past, and you can't sister to something that's not strong enough to sister to, right? So
No.
sometimes you look
But-
at that too, you might have to totally replace everything.
Right, but as code would say too, you have to get into a certain length, a certain distance back into the home. So back into the home, there would be good lumber there. I'm guessing there's just maybe a couple of feet of dry rot at the front. So if I go with a 12-foot joist, I can go way back and I can have 10 feet of support. Plus a new header, there'd have to be a new header joist put in there too, and I mean, that holds a great deal of support. So.
I was gonna finish. The reason why I asked is because if the wood there is moldy or has condensation on it, that's already a mold medium, growth medium. If you're attaching a new piece of lumber to that, you're going to promote more mold, so you're not really fixing anything. So I was just wondering if you are keeping the structure, that's all well and good, but I mean, if it's already rotted out, I mean, you're going to be creating this problem.
If there is a mold issue, the mold will have to be taken out. And again, the mold issue should only just be where the water damage would be. However, dry rot would be a little different. Once it's dry rotted, it doesn't get any worse. Even if that was the case, I could still cut out those 2 or 3 feet or whatever's there, even maybe just a foot or a couple inches of the dry rot, cut it out back to the sturdy floor joist, and then sister it back there. Because the new floor joist system that will be going into it, the new way, that will be the structural integrity of the home, not the old 100-year-old existing floor joist.
One more question of clarification? Okay, well, thank you very much. I'm just going to explain the judging process. When we kind of break up for lunch, if each group could send one of its representatives forward, I'll ask Andrew to kind of stand at this table, and Andrew will receive everything you're submitting for the judges to consider. If it's on a memory stick or if it's a sketch you've done, whatever you want the judges to look at, you can submit to Andrew, and he'll coordinate that to make sure that all the judges get it. The judges, I'll ask them to have a late lunch. So while you're starting into lunch, I'll ask the judges to meet in the other room, the big museum room. And the judges, of course, are Lee Doan from CNHC, Alden McDonald from Habitat for Humanity, Tony Gillis from the International Council on Monuments and Sites, Alan Killen from the International Council on Monuments and Sites, Carlina Johnson from NEPA Alternative Energy. I'll meet briefly with the judges just to lay out the process, but there will be no CEU or NSCC faculty on the judging panel. Neutral and